What's up with it, man? It's the kid Pushmanmitch. You already know what time it is, man. I'm the host of the No Fluff podcast. We back again with that episode that y'all been waiting for, right? We got Che Mack, the GOAT, a.k.a. that killer who be on the DJs 1 and 2s. You know what I mean? She be beatboxing too, y'all. She be on the dance and shit. Nah, just playing.
You could just drop a little beat for me. We could do a little freestyle song.
Word, you gonna spit something?
Yeah, I mean, I could spit something. I could
All
definitely
right,
spit something.
shit. All right, fellas, we're gonna start it just like this. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, we on the No Fluff podcast. Look at my man Mitch getting that cash in all these ways. It just pays him.
Yo,
Touch my
that's
brum.
crazy.
Hey.
Shorty was freestyling for real. You don't know, I used to be in the music industry, so, you know, I could tell, you know, I can be like a A&R. You feel me?
I was about to say that. You got A&R vibes.
For real?
EP vibes. Yeah.
For real, you know, I mean, if you want to get signed, I got a label.
I thought you was a little rapper, though. Like,
For
look
real?
at your little leg. Like, your whole,
my
like,
drip, you
icy.
feel my swag? In-person marketing, you know.
Word.
If I ain't have to, I would dress like nerdy as shit, for real, Chuck Taylors and shit like that.
That's hard.
But, you know, when I walk in the room, I want niggas to already know what time it is. I don't want to have to explain what time it is.
That's a vibe.
That's all about it. But anyway, this ain't about me.
All right.
It's about you. We got Che Mack, 2022. We live and direct. I see you got a new radio host job. I already know you be all around the city and all the hottest clubs, DJing, doing your thing, spinning it up. So you got your team of little DJs that be going out for you too. So it's crazy. Like how 22 been treating you already?
Man, 22 has been definitely great. I'm trusting the process because I walked in 22 with the Morning Hustle show, you know, with Head Crack and Star and L'Oreal. So, it's just a process. I'm learning new things, getting new opportunities. And, I'm just walking my walk, talking my talk, being a mom, single
What?
mom out here grinding. It's a lot of us out here. And, like I said, I'm just trusting my process, making sure I'm a good mom and there for my kid at the same time as making money and
That shit
doing what I
tough though,
want in
ain't
my
it? Ain't
profession.
that tough?
Yeah, it's tough because, like, this morning I woke up at 4 a.m.,
Right.
getting it started. I go to bed at like 9:30, get my kid ready, take her to my mom's house. Then I got to be at the station by 5:30.
Damn.
And then I'm at the station and I came here to see you. So,
Damn.
it's a vibe, man. You got to work to get what you want.
That's the
And
reality.
I'm on it.
All right, so let's talk about that. So when you say to get what you want, what's that? What's the goals? What we trying
Well,
to
the
be
goal is to live financially free,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, and just like, just live, man, without like, I don't like bills. Like, I want to like have like less bills. Like,
Facts.
like I don't even drive a fancy car right now.
Right.
I don't buy expensive things because I'm just saving because in a minute you already know you're going to be 60. Like,
Damn.
I just feel like that. Like 20 years was just in 2002. Like, I was graduating high school, and it just felt like I just left high school.
Nah, I
Swear to
really do
God.
feel
So,
like that.
Right. I just want to be able to have, money and generational wealth. And I love entertainment. I love finding new ways to make money. I just, I love money. So
You love
I
money?
like to save it. Like, I got a tattoo I can curse on here, right?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
got a tattoo that say money is my bitch from, Nas, money,
Word.
money, money, my bitch is my money, money,
Facts.
money, money. So, it's fun to me. Like, it's like collecting coins. I got money from when I travel. Like, I just like the look. I like it. I got
Right.
$2 bills. I got Chinese money. I got Mexican money. I got a lot of money just
Right.
floating.
That's a form of manifestation too, having that shit around you. Like, that's why I got these signs in here to make sure to remind me
Word.
of these 3 pillars. Like, everybody got, I know you got these. Everybody got to have these to be like successful for real. In any industry, hustle, execution,
Yes.
grind. If you don't got all 3, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
It don't matter the industry. So people be like, oh, should I get in this type of business? Should I get in that type of business? But really, it don't matter what the business is because you the business.
Word. And
You know
I
what I
was
mean?
just telling somebody that the other day, he was having like a little frustration with what he wanted to do in his next chapter as far as work and a career wise. And, a lot of people are like maintaining their health now and their bodies and getting their looks together.
Right.
So he was thinking about being a trainer, but he was being skeptical. I'm like, if you got the body and you got the mindset and you can pull in clients, do it.
Facts.
Like, do that shit, bruh.
Say less. That's
Like,
that's
it ain't
really what
nothing
it
to
is.
it but to do it.
That's the only thing that nobody can teach though. You can't
Right.
teach them.
You can't.
That's something that got to be in
It gotta
you,
be in you.
and you gotta some you can develop it now like by yourself, but it got to be a decision that you make yourself. So I be trying to do that with my family and all that shit all the time. But at the end of the day, I cannot teach those parts. So even if I give you a business that's fully set up for you to win,
Right.
If you don't got those 3, you gonna literally just let it go to the ground.
Right.
Like, we gonna be done for. I'm like, damn, that shit was making $10,000 a month profit. Now that shit making $1,000 a month
Right.
profit. Was it the business or was it you? It was you, because you don't want to get up early. You don't want to call contacts. You don't want to be making sure you follow all your customers. It's just gonna be a difference in the person who's running it. That's why when you ever ask Fortune 500 companies, like, what's the difference between this business or that t-shirt company or that whatever that's successful? It's the people. It's the people working that job. So if you come through working like a little lazy person, you're gonna have lazy numbers, you're gonna have lazy customers,
results.
everything. So that's just the key. So that's a bar. But what I wanted to talk to you was about, so I seen you was traveling you went to Colombia.
Yeah.
How was that? Talk to me.
It was the bomb. And we went on a single parent trip. So no kids, everybody, single parent. And it was just a good experience. Like, wow, I got to see, like, the DJs. I got to meet a few DJs out there.
Dope.
They're big on hip-hop. I was big on their music. It's called guaracha. And it's
Wow.
like a genre of music, like reggaeton, like salsa. It's a blend, a mixture of music.
Okay.
And it just go hard. Like, Colombia was one of the best experiences I had in my life. And we went through the pandemic.
Facts.
So, I would thank God I tested before I went and was, of course, negative. And then, they test you right when you come back. And that was
Facts.
negative too. So that was a
Dope.
great experience, though.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to, like, if you don't have a felony or whatever prohibits you from getting a passport, just take that step and get your passport so you can see what else is out there in the world.
No, for real. I travel all the time. That's what really got me to where I am, I believe, because I get to see the different type of cultures. I get to see how people really living, and it kind of made me realize how privileged I was.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We complain a lot, like, as far as, like, even us being, like, minorities, we worried about, we don't get this, we don't get that, we keep tripping. Man, yo, you go out the country, you see how them people treated, you be like, yo, I'm complaining. Why I'm complaining for? It's rude. It's rude. So anytime people ask me how I'm doing, I always say, yeah, it'd be rude if I complain, because I got too much, like, that's going for me.
Right.
I got too many opportunities. So it's like I understand my privileges. It's a book that Charlemagne the Guy got, like, Black Privilege. At the end of the day, the privilege is that I got the opportunity to, my eyes work, my arms work, my nose work, all my senses is good. I can go ahead and walk the walk, talk the talk. I look presentable. While I'm complaining, I got, more than most people have.
Right.
90% of people, like, really have different things with their mind, with their body, the way they talk. And I'm complaining how when I can get 24 hours in a day like you and go out there and get it every day, another shot.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm real conscious of my travel. So when I travel, I try to take something from it, bring it back with me, and then utilize that. It's always something that we're not doing that we can put on a little toolkit and then make it make sense. So when you travel, you got back, you said you had to get tested. So you worried about the pandemic at all? You worried about getting COVID? You had COVID?
Oh, I definitely had COVID. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Because my symptoms were a little different. I still had my my taste and my smell, but my eyes got so big and swollen, and, like, your throat, and I lost my voice.
Damn.
So that's how I knew something was up, and it did feel like a little fluish, but that was in 2020.
Right.
That's
facts.
when we first got it.
Yeah, that's when I had it too.
So lately, I just been wearing my mask and keeping my immunity boosted by just eating right, taking my vitamins. People don't understand you have to take your vitamins, man.
Right.
And you got to drink water. So, like, all, like, the sugars. And I wasn't saying, like, to your assistant earlier, like bougie.
Right.
I was just saying, like, I don't eat sweets because I know during this time, that's when a lot of viruses and things leach on sugar and yeast and everything in your system.
Bars.
So I try not to do that. And I encourage kids, too, like, like moms, feed your kids them vegetables. Get your kids on that orange juice. Just boost the immunity without really telling them.
Right.
Because they're going to be like, I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Just do
Yeah,
it.
you're right. That's fact. That's a bar. A lot of people don't know that, man. Health is definitely the play.
That's
and
the
the
new
way
wealth,
you
for
eat.
real.
Yeah, there's always been the wealth. It doesn't matter how much money you got.
Right, but no, but that's what I'm saying, because a lot of people just think the wealth is money. When you say
Right.
wealth, people just say, oh, yeah, that's a lot of money. Nah, I'm speaking of wealth, mind, body, and soul.
Facts.
Because, like, you got to take care of yourself in order to even get the money. So when I DJ, I wear a mask. I'm always, washing my hands, grabbing hand sanitizer, making sure my area is clean and sufficient.
Facts.
And I'm just being a professional. Even during the pandemic, it's sometimes I lost a gig because, the club's not open, we understaffed, or
Right.
stuff like that. Or the pandemic is really going hard, we can't go to work. Like, so I chalk it up.
Facts.
But I still be like, oh, well, okay. I don't be like, oh, fuck them, like, whatever.
Right.
I be like, you know what, I respect that. And another gig come on through, so.
That's facts. So, the pandemic, did you, since it's been a pandemic, did you make more money or less money?
I just be making money. Like, I don't know. It never stopped for me. It
never stopped for me either. But did you see a significant jump? Or
yes,
did you see
I seen a jump, not significantly, but
Right.
I've seen a jump.
Why you think that was? Why you think you made more money during the pandemic?
I was persistent. Like, I didn't let the pandemic stop me. Like, I was worried. Don't get me wrong, and I just made sure I took the right precautions. But I just was focused, and it's plus. Like DJing, I really like to DJ. So
Facts.
I'm in the house with my daughter Monday through Friday. She goes with her dad on the weekends. So I was ready to go to work. You know, so I just stayed persistent, stayed on top of my game, checked in with club owners,
Facts.
promoters, and just got to the bag.
Okay then, bag lady. You know what I mean? Erykah Badu and this joint. So now, when it comes to this portion of the podcast, I always like to tell people to make me some money. Can you make me some money? How can I make some money? Teach me how to make some money.
Teach me how to make some money.
I mean, I could do that, but this not even about me.
I can teach you how to DJ.
You could teach me how to DJ?
Yes, I could teach anybody how to DJ.
All right, so if I learn how to DJ, how would I be able to monetize my skills? Now, I know how to DJ, I know how to scratch, I know how to transition. I got Serato, I got all the right shit. After that, then what?
You put yourself out there on social media. You tag everybody, you hashtags. I heard that I've seen for my own eyes, the hashtags are like the big money maker.
Yeah.
Also reels, you know, show people your start to finish. Let people get involved with you. Make people like you, want to hear you spin, because you know you could put your mixes and get streams. You could put your mixes on YouTube. You could send your mixes. I can't really. It's like this. It's like
It's
you gotta.
hustle.
It's the
So you
hustle,
gotta
the grind, the
All right, so-
execution.
But if you was going to tell somebody, like, so you already said social media, reels, YouTube, right? So I'm going to give y'all a bar, too, that I just learned last night, and it's genius.
Okay.
Genius. So let me show you. So y'all know how on TikTok they got the trending sounds where you like, you know, the bing bong shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got them joints that's trending that everybody using. So the key is to utilize that sound but turn it down on your video. Put that sound on your video and turn it down and then do your regular video.
Oh, so like spin with my video, like, or just
Yeah,
do me
you can do whatever you want on it because you can use your own audio from the video and also the sound that's trending.
Okay.
But you're going to have that sound that's trending on the video and then turn it down. So now they're going to show it with that everybody using that sound.
Wow.
And that's going to get you out crazy. So that's the bar. But anyway, so you do that. Let's say you're doing mixes and they raw, but nobody looking at them. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody can see them
That
joints.
is genius.
Yeah, I do this.
You learn something new every day. I think I'm gonna do that tonight. That's crazy.
Exactly. You're welcome. You know, ain't no big deal. But anyway,
I didn't even know. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I didn't even know. Like, if you get over a certain amount of TikTok followers, they start to pay you.
Yeah, for sure. They monetize on all the social platforms.
Wow.
Instagram is like that too. So I didn't even know that some people didn't even get the opportunity because they're like, yo, your IGTV videos aren't monetizing. Your reels aren't monetizing. See here, click here to see how. But it's because I got a certain amount of followers.
Right.
That I can do that. But I thought everybody can get that, but it's not.
No.
So, you know, we got larger social media platforms, so we can.
I had no idea.
That comes with the consistency. So a lot of people, when it comes to any industry, you're going to have consistency and discipline in whatever your craft is. Before, me and my boy Ike, man, was just talking about it outside before this was like getting through that first 60 days.
Yeah.
Before it's money.
Yeah.
Before it's clout, before anybody's picked up on it, you got to get cross that 60 days, and then it's going to turn into a routine anyway.
Yeah.
So for you, it won't be about the money. It's just going to be about the grind. You're going to like it.
Word. And then actually it's another app called Fanbase. I don't know if you're familiar with
For
that.
sure. Talk to him.
It's owned by Isaac Hayes the third.
Ooh.
I want to say that because you know like, Isaac Hayes came back to life. No, but his son created a monetizing app called Fanbase, and he has took notice to black creators not getting the shine or the notoriety from TikTok. So he made this is a black-owned monetizing app, and I made a few dollars from it myself.
Okay,
and
then.
all I had to do was I tuned in when I was at the gym.
Word.
Because right now Instagram won't let me get on live, and I don't understand
What?
why.
What you did? Oh, you got on
I don't
me.
know.
She got on me a couple of times, so I messed it up. Or
I don't know.
I'm playing.
I don't know. Maybe his followers or something came
Nah,
over
you was
here,
on
like,
there in the gym working
you
out
was
like
on
a Spartan.
You was on Mitch Instagram. We don't like you.
No, bullshit. My fans is like, they show love. They come to everybody's page to show love.
But no, I actually made money off of there, and it's just been a great experience because I'm like, I don't want to have to put in a lot of work to get, like, I'm not thirsty for, I like my craft. I want to get my craft out there before I put myself out there anymore.
Facts.
I'm already out there. But I was in the gym just, busting it up, and a couple dollars came through, and I was like, wow, it's really that easy. So shout out to fan base, shout out to Isaac Hayes for having a black-owned platform, and it's really cool to be a part of that.
Bars being
And I
given
invested.
out.
And I invested
what?
On Start Engine.
Okay.
I invested in fan base, and I also invested into Don Cannon's app called Tomorrow.
Dope. So let's talk about Start Engine. What's that?
Start Engine is a website or a program that you can see different people starting out apps, businesses. Like, for instance, they got a prosthetic arm business or something like that, and it's already at like 5 million people invested in it, so you can invest and get your shares up. And
Facts.
just like, any stocks or whatever, but this time it gives you a direct connect with companies that are just starting and they need investors, and they don't want to just have like rich people. Like, you can invest, or any regular 9-to-5 person can invest in this.
Facts. Shay giving out all the bars on y'all. Woo-hoo. This about to be spicy.
I mean, I'm down with it too. It might not seem like,
I be talking,
like I'm
look,
hip.
Nah, you smart.
But I just
you
be,
smart.
I keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? I only use it when I'm asked. Facts. I don't just put it on people because, us coming from Philly and experiencing like the United States, the world, you go back home, you tell somebody, man, you should see what they got going on out there. And they be like, I ain't doing all that.
Crazy. It's like a different world, though.
Word.
So let's talk about that. So what's the difference for you from Philly? Because I've been here since now like 2011, 2012, I feel like. And then I go back every now and again, but I really don't, kick it out there like that.
Right.
But I've been back, and I try to go and politic out there and network, and it's just not the same vibe. So what's the differences for you see?
Well, the differences for me, I've been down here since 2007.
Word.
And I used to visit a lot, like a lot. Because, you get homesick, you want that swag, you want that food.
Yep.
And it was, for me, it was like the older I get, the more I experience like the sad stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. And here I was able to grow and evolve, while there I was like, dealing with haters, dealing with people that didn't have belief in you, and that stuff goes a long way. So if you're a person, I'm not a people pleaser, but if you're doing the work and you want to show your people that like you're putting in work, and if anybody just has something negative to say, you just like, after a while, you're like, I don't want to deal with that.
Facts.
So I just left it alone. But here, it's, it's the Black Hollywood, people say, and it's a lot of land and opportunity.
Facts.
And so as Philly, we got the row homes, we're on top of each other. Like, it's not enough space. And I think that if you have a big, huge open mind like myself, somewhere like Philly, you will want to get out of and just explore and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, the mindset is different. It's nobody's fault. It's just like, we are brought up in an environment, we products of that. So your proximity is going to be what it be.
Yep.
So people who luckily get exposed to other things, they always be like, damn, it's more out here. Like,
right.
And then you go and then you see it and you're like, damn, like I can really I can do this type of stuff. Like me, I came to Atlanta, I'm seeing little young boys like with Lambos. I'm seeing them with mansions. Like I was driving Uber, yo. So I was driving Uber and I dropped somebody off at a mansion. It's like a young boy. I was like, this your crib? He's like, yeah, this is my crib.
And that just gave you the fuel.
I was like, yo, I'm wildin'. My homie, shout out to my homie Rashad Williams. He got a company called Tax Group Pro. So we used to hoop all the time. Mm-hmm. So a lot of my network that I had when I came down to Atlanta was, people who hoop because I hoop. So I ran into him. I pull up in a Jeep. Like I got an '08 Jeep. This is my dream car. My car note high as hell at this time to me.
Right.
It's like $500 a month.
Right.
And that was like horrible for me. Yeah. Like, and he pull up in the I-8. You know what I'm saying? And I never seen an I-8 in my life. I ain't never see a
It was
commercial.
a car from the future.
Yo, I was like, and he hopped out that joint. I was like, this your whip?
Wow.
I'm like, what is this literally, and it's just in the A, and he's from New York. And you know, if you know about Atlanta, everybody from everywhere else.
Word.
So is that we come in here, and then guess what he did? He just gave me game. Soon as I'm like, we talk all the time in the gym just about nothing to do with like business.
Right.
But we start talking, he's like, yeah, I do this, that. You can do this, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Giving me game, turned me up. So I shout out to Rashad Williams because he really was the reason why I even bought an I-8. Like I'm renting my Jeep out at that time.
Wow.
I bought an I-8 because I seen that joint.
Wow.
Now I got like 8 I-8s. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it was like it was him just doing it. It wasn't that. It was just a car. It was him in it and doing
Right.
it and then giving me game. So I was like, yo, I can do this. He do it. I've been around this man for years. There's no way I can't do what this man
Yeah, I
doing.
think free game is like good karma. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people don't want to share information because they might think you want to step on their toes. But if you in your bag and you doing what you do, and if you unstoppable, then that's your lane. It's nothing wrong with giving people advice or free game to something that they want to start, because some people really look up and admire people, and you don't want to be that one that they, turn their shoulder on after they meet you. Like word of mouth can go a long way, man.
You ever met somebody that you looked up to in some kind of way, or you was wanting to meet, and then you met him, and then you was like, damn, cuz an asshole, or damn, I wish I ain't meet him because then I would have still liked him.
You know what? Not really, because it's kind of like a thing where, me being in music videos and magazine covers and TV and even DJing, people kind of already know who I am.
Facts.
So it's like when I say, oh, man, nice to meet you, they're like, oh, I know who you is.
Facts.
Da, da, da. So it's just like an equal balance. I never had to really go out my way. I did though, The Barge. You know El DeBarge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Philly, Philly is like a soul town, so we grew up listening to all types of music. And I actually met him about 10 years ago. He was just the sweetest guy, and I was like, damn, this is good. He's just like his music. Just nice and sweet, just a nice guy. So that was cool. But other than that, I will say somebody. Right. I will say somebody.
You don't got to say their name. You don't got, right. But the question was, have you met somebody?
Yeah. You know what? You absolutely, I did. And it was a woman. And she's very, very famous. Right. And I was working in production at the time for a video set. I won't say the names of the video set, but all the people that were on the set was from Philly. So I'm all, kicking it. And at the time, I'm a PA. So the PA is the flunky of the whole thing. Right. So I'm getting chicken wings, soda, and everything. So this particular person had asked for some chicken wings. So I went and got the wings, and I said, well, when you're a PA, you got to be respectful of everybody. You got to just bow down because you got to work your way up. Facts. So I'm like, would you like a beverage with that? She's like, a beverage like what? Girl, get by. Just sunned me, dismissed me. Facts. Was so completely ignorant. And to this day, I'm just like, ugh,
yo, it'd be like that.
And I thought she was going to be a nice woman, but she wasn't.
Yo, so I was talking to Waka last night, right? Mm-hmm. Me and Waka Flocka talking last night. And he's talking about, when you get to a certain point, sometimes your head be in the clouds and you can't see below you. Mm. And then after you get to the clouds, your head be in space and you can't see below you. So that's where you can't put yourself back in your shoes you was in before you made it to that level. Right. And I fell victim to it before, but I haven't, shown it to anyone. Right. But I can remember thinking why? Because it's like even with an advertisement, like me, we forget because I've been able to receive a lot of success now, right? Mm-hmm. So now like all my friends are successful. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they wives get Lambos and helicopters and all the craziest stuff you ever seen. Right. So that's normal now for me. Yeah, but it's abnormal. Lifestyle. But it's abnormal. And I forget that a Lambo is abnormal. So me, if I'm doing an advertisement, I don't gotta jump out of a PJ to come to a Lambo, to come to a mansion to show what I'm doing. Right. The Lambo itself is enough because that's a pillar that people want to reach. Yeah. And then sometimes we forget, we advertising to another rich person. We not advertising. We advertising to somebody trying to get to where we at. Right. We ain't advertising to Elon Musk. What the fuck? Right. But it just can let you know that your mindset switches when you get up there. It's like, everything is more than what you think it is, but it's not, because it's simple. The life is simple. And then once you meet a lot of millionaires and billionaires, you'll understand that everybody who's getting to a lot of money like to keep things simple. They don't like to make it complex.
Yeah.
But when you're on the ground, you think, I got to do this, but really it's real simple, small things. Get a product that costs $1,000, sell it to $1,000, that's $1 million. Get a product for $500, sell it to $2,000, that's $1 million. 10x that. Take that money that you made, invest that, make that money make money while you still doing the same thing that made you the first million. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it's like they try to make it as simple as possible, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then
I need you to repeat that, but I'm gonna push record on my phone.
Nah, it's real though. But people like literally think it's rocket science. It's even like you. Like I'll take your brand. Like you got a large following. You can do merch. You do merch, right?
Yeah.
So you got merch. So the key would be it's only because you do so much that you're not gonna focus on the merch.
Right.
So it's not keeping it simple. If you keep it simple, like all right, I'm gonna focus on this merch. I got a high likeness. I'm gonna pay every influencer other than myself to wear my stuff, and then I'm gonna promote it, and then I'm gonna advertise to people with Facebook Pixel. So for those who don't know what Facebook Pixel is, it's something that tracks the exact people that look at your shit. Not people. People can go buy it, but the people who click on it and go to your stuff. So if I know who clicked on it and looked at my stuff, I can retarget those people who actually wanted to see what I had.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I know who want with my Che Mack merch.
Okay.
They want it. So I'm going to retarget those people, and then I can create a look-alike audience of people who are exactly like the person who like my shit with Facebook.
What in the Matrix is all
You know what I
this?
mean? And then you can just literally 10x those ads with other influencers like yourself wearing your stuff. And only thing I'm focusing on is that merch making me a 200, 300, 400 million or something like that. And that's all I'll focus on. I'm not talking about I'm a DJ this day, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do that. But literally just that. If you did that, if anybody does that, because the thing is, when we entrepreneurs, we want to do a lot because it's fun, it's creative, we smart. I can do this, I can do that. You know what I mean? But when you focus on one thing, the power of that is nuts. So if that was the goal, you would make your merch brand like that, and then you could set up a system for it, and then have your staff run what you just did over and over again.
Right.
You feel me? And then now I'll move on to the next thing. But I'm pretty sure you're like a lot of people, and merch is just okay. I got merch. I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I know a lot of people like, oh, I got merch too, so yes, that. But if you focused on that, that could be a crazy heavy bag. But I like to let people understand, like, it's when millionaires and billionaires thinking, they thinking like, all right, how can I make this as simple as possible?
Right.
For me to make money. Not, I got to do this. I got to do this. The more work. Magic Johnson said it take the same amount that it take to make $1 million, the same amount of time it take to make 100 million.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you be like that, you be like, what? So all I mean is that the deals, when I was at this level right here, the deals can be right here. But once I'm right here, my deals got to be up here. If not, I won't take the deal.
Right.
And
has to match
that's the reality. So you at a level where you can be like, all right, cool, we sit down, we'll talk about it, but the deal got to be right here. Yeah. And then you got to be okay with if they don't want to rock with you, because it's not. Because, they going to know anytime they come at you, the deal got to be right there at least.
Yeah.
So that's the goal for everybody. So I like to always talk about that when we talking mindset and we talking about where we looking to above ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, I got to... Gotta get one of these courses.
Oh man, stop. The courses is for people. So me, I don't sell courses.
Wow.
So I have them available to buy. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So when you don't sell courses,
I can't get one from you right now. I gotta go log on and.
No, I mean like even when I'm like on a platform, I don't never like sell a course. I just normally just like I have it available so you can go buy it.
Okay.
So you're never gonna say, oh yo, go buy my course. Go buy my. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Do I have ads that say that? Yes, but if I'm on a podcast, if I'm on a conference, I'm not gonna be like selling my courses, because that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm already got probably paid to be there. I'm already trying to make impact, so I'm just gonna give you game. Now, if I give you enough game that what you like, what I gave, then come holler at me. You know, if that's what you want to do, go buy the course. But I'm not gonna never be selling you on it. So you ever thought about doing a course?
Yeah, I thought about doing a course. I'm trying to do it like right now.
Trying to do it.
Look, send me the link.
There need to be like 18 more Che Macks out here getting busy. Like,
yeah, I mean, I want to do a course, and I feel like it's a lot of. Being a DJ is deeper than just being in the clubs. Like, people got to understand that. You could be a DJ for a show. You could be a DJ for Spotify. You could curate playlists. You can do stuff with music that's way beyond a DJ. But to get in the game, knowing how to count, knowing how to mix, knowing how to, like, really recognize music, I would definitely do a course.
Yeah, you need to do one.
Yeah.
What's the holdup?
It's me.
Okay, cool.
It's me.
Here we go. We got the no fluff going on. All right, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit real quick before we get out of here. So let's talk about pretty privilege. You got that?
No, I do not.
You don't have pretty privilege?
No.
All right, so talk about a time where you've been in a position to where your looks came into play in a business situation. Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, so, well, okay. I won't say I have pretty privilege. I have personality privilege.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
and
let's talk
I
about
will
that.
say I have big personality privilege because, my look is a little different, and the people I surround myself with sometimes don't match my look.
Right.
So when people see me, they assume that, oh, this girl's gonna be off the chain. She does drugs. She's a, rock star. She's tough. She might punch me. And that's totally not the case. Like, it takes a lot for me to get to that level. Growing up in Philly, we had to fight our way out of a lot of situations. So now that I'm an adult and I'm grown, I ain't even stunting all that. But when I used to do music videos, me having the tattoos has gotten through, but my personality has kept me around. Because some people don't find me attractive because of, for one, guys think it's masculine for women to have tattoos. Some men prefer women without tattoos like that. Right? Oh, you're a gangster, you in a gang. I've been through that. Me being on TV, people haven't found me attractive. Like, they'll say to me in person, oh, you look so much better in person. That's not a compliment. That is somebody saying to me, oh, I was at home hating on you, but now that I met you, you seem cool, and wow, I totally judged you from off of TV.
Right.
So I would say personality privilege has got me jobs. My look has not got me anything.
What? All right, you super sexy.
My hard work.
You super sexy. I'm gonna just
my
put this
hard
out
work
here.
and my dedication has got me through there. And actually, by looking at me, people don't even think, but I'm an extreme professional. Like, extreme. Like, I was here. You told me I had to
Early,
be here at 11,
sure,
and I was pulling up at
sure.
10:40. So it's like, you got to be a professional, and I use that to get above my look. Because, people, with the tattoos has really, it's popular now, but when I was getting them, they wasn't so much, in, at all. So that has really, helped me just being a professional and my personality. But I see pretty privilege. I do, all the time. And I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair?
No, because
Why not?
it's like, how they say, oh, the dumb blonde or something like that. But
Okay.
the dumb blonde is lit.
Right, the flip
Because she's
side
beautiful.
to it. Facts.
Right, but the dumb blonde don't have the personality or the smarts. She just
But
got the look.
sometimes they do.
But they do. But they only sometimes get you in there because of your prettiness. They don't even want to hear what you got to say.
No, that's true.
Because if they feel
That's
like
true.
you smart and they feel like you are independent, they'll say, oh, they're hard to work with, or she doesn't want to do that. She fine though, but she a bitch.
No, that's facts.
So with women, that's why I was saying I was so proud that you had women on your staff.
Mandatory.
Because that's a good look. We carry things different. We set a different tone. We're still nurturing and caring. Even when you think we're not looking out for you, we are. So it's different because I'm not saying that anything's wrong with your male staff, but sometimes nowadays, some males feel like, I should be in that position. You know what I'm saying? A girl don't care. A woman don't care. She's there to make her money, make sure the crew is straight, and she's going to go home and go online shopping.
I don't know. Some of these girls want to go get up and go get it, and they trying to take the top spot.
They're going to have to do something strange for some change.
Oh, what?
So
they going to have to?
The top spot.
See, I think that's the dilemma. I don't think that's true.
Because that's the only option. It's really, a lot of women is not that cutthroat. We could be bitches, but we ain't really, cutthroating. They'll throat it, but they ain't going to cut the throat.
Okay, cool. So you ever had a problem all right, cool. So me in particular, I think women do have pretty privilege, but it's okay because that's a tool. Me, I got a whole bunch of different tools that I can use to get advanced in my career and get in different rooms. And if pretty privilege was one of them, I would use it. So when women don't use it, it's weird to me. So I like people just be like, oh, yeah, I don't want people to think it's just this. But people going to think what they think regardless. Right. Doesn't matter. So just outside looking in, people are going to be like, oh, she only got that because of this, regardless. So she came in and got the bag because of whatever she did. So I'm going to use if I'm tall and I get into a door because I'm tall, I'm cool. If I got a likeness on Instagram and I got in the room because of that, I'm cool. If I know Che Mack and Che Mack stamp me to get in the room, I'm cool with that. It doesn't matter what nobody say as long as I'm in the room getting the job done because I'm going to get it done.
Yeah.
You feel me? So a lot of women, that holds them back. I know women like, I don't want to say this. I want to do it. They'll do it the harder way just to prove that they can do it this way without using this, instead of literally using that tool to get it done. So I'll be trying to encourage women. I'll be like, shit, just do it. Look, Shay, they going to talk about you regardless, right? They talk about you right now. You got haters right now, right? It doesn't matter. You can be righteous. You can be nice. You can have the best personality. You can have the best sweat.
I'm not trying to be modest or anything.
No,
but
I'm not even talking about you. I'm just talking about women in general. Like literally, women be like, I know women who literally will not get something done because, oh yeah, he only doing it because for real, everything is situational. If you're not being used, you're useless. But you just got to understand how to protect yourself in that game.
Right.
For women, it's hard because everything y'all do, men is going to try to take advantage of the situation.
Oh, yes, a lot of men that take advantage of a lot of situations, and it's to the point where a lot of men in power, that's where all these harassment suits and stuff are coming from. But I'm not one to be honest, I'm not one to play with cops and all that. So if you come at me and I don't want to be came at, I'm going to let you know.
Spicy.
I'm going to let you know. I might have to pull your throat out.
Hey,
but
so look,
it gets to that point.
Nah, I know what you mean. So this is what I was about to say. So, at the end of the day, it be situations where for me, I got to, have you ever been in a situation where you can't, like,